Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angel Talk with Sue on International Angels Network. And today is Wednesday, January 16th, 2019, and I am your host, Sue Broome, coming to you live from Southern Arizona. I'm an international best-selling author, an intuitive healer, and a spiritual teacher. I do private sessions and workshops and create online courses, as well as I do my radio show every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. I love helping other people make the connections with their loved ones through my book, Signs from Your Loved Ones, and through a couple of courses, online courses I have available, Memories Shared with Your Loved One, as well as Channel Writing with Mom. They are beautiful courses, I must say. So here at International Angels Network, we explore spiritual entrepreneurship, fairies, angels, astrology, numerology, spirituality, spirit guides, loved ones, and so much more. If you would like to be a guest on one of the shows, if you go out to internationalangelsnetwork.com, and you can check out, fill out the form for Be Our Guest, and explore the information that's out there on International Angels Network also, because there's several different hosts information that you can find out there, as well as some of our archives are out there, as well as there is a new membership and directory that you can check out and maybe be a part of if it's something that is right for you. So again, internationalangelsnetwork.com. Now, we are a live call-in show, and the phone number to write down, because this is the same phone number for every single host, the phone number is 1-516-453-9162. And for international callers, just make sure and dial that 1 at the beginning. And again, the number 1-516-453-9162. And then you can press number 1 to get in the queue. And also I said it for if you want to be a guest, you can go to internationalangelsnetwork.com/guest. So there you go. Now, if you missed any of our shows, you can check them out. Some of them are available on our website. You can also go to blogtalkradio.com/International Angels Network, and all of them are there, as well as you can find them on iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Chartable, Listen Notes, Overcast, and there's just more places than they're not. So make sure if you missed a show, go find it on the replay. If you want to re-listen to any of the shows, because a lot of the hosts will do mini meditations throughout the show, or if you wanted to re-listen to your call-in, you can go out to any of those that I mentioned and listen to the replay. It's also a great way to share the information with friends. Let them know where they can find the replays. You can also find us now on YouTube. We are live on YouTube, and you can also find us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page as well as a private Facebook group, International Angels Network. So tonight's live show is brought to you by Audible by Amazon, and you can get a free download audiobook and a 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/International Angels. And there's over 425,000 titles to choose from, and that's for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Again, audibletrial.com/International Angels. Also, the sponsor for International Angels Network is Sunday Sturgeon, and she is the founder and CEO of Holistic Light Rejuvenation Center. And in case you missed it, this was her latest book, Warrior Women with Angel Wings, Illuminate Your Joy. And we had a 2-part Facebook Live last Sunday on the 13th. And we had a lot of fun. I think there was a total of 10 of the authors, and each author gave just talked a little bit about themselves, and we had a lot of fun. So if you missed that, you can find those in the videos section of International Angels Network Facebook page. So go check it out. And again, the name of the book, Warrior Women with Angel Wings. And this is Illuminate Your Joy. This is the 5th book in a series. So go check out all the Warrior Women with Angel Wings series. They are all available on Amazon, both as a paperback as well as Kindle. So go check those out. So thank you for joining us tonight. And if you have a question as I'm going through the show, Claudia is going to be taking information. And again, now there's several different ways. Blog Talk, radio, there's a chat room. You can also be in the YouTube chat room, and then the phone number to call in once again is 1-516-453-9162, and press number 1 to get in the queue, and I'll be taking calls about the half-hour mark or so. So tonight, the angels wanted me to talk about we are the answer we're searching for. And what they really meant by that was, it's not that even though we're seeking and we are looking for answers, and it seems like we're looking for them out in the world, the answers are always within. And it's so interesting when the angels were telling me this. And I know it's some of the things that you've heard myself as well as other hosts talk about. Yes, you know the answer. When you ask a question of someone else, you might get confirmation that you already know the answer, but the answers are always within. Our outside world is a reflection of our inside world. So if we're looking outside and we think this is what's going on, it is an indication of what's going on within. Now, sometimes we don't want to admit that, but if you have a same or similar type situation with relationships, and this could be friend relationships, this could be business relationships, personal, it doesn't matter. If you have some similar things coming up in relationships over and over and over again, who's the common denominator? Ding, 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 ding. You are. Yes. So what that means is going within and finding out what is going on within you. What are the answers within? Now, you can look at the relationships and the reasons you're getting triggered, the things that are coming up, and writing them down as even a list that will help go, oh, yes, I see this type of situation has come up the last 5 relationships I've been in, and oh, yes, the same theme, the same emotion came up when I was 4 years old, or came up in a dream that I had when I was a young child, and maybe it's something coming from a past life. So the answers are always within, even though they may have the appearance of being in the outside world. Now, the other thing that comes up for people is, and this I love hearing, when I am pulling cards for people, when I am giving information, when I'm doing a channel writing for somebody, they say, oh, thank you for the confirmation. That in and of itself tells me, and more importantly, it tells them that they already know the answer. They already know that, oh, that's what I truly feel in my gut. The card is just helping me confirm what I already know, or what Sue is saying is already helping me confirm what I already know. And it's really a way of honing in when somebody is telling you something and it's confirming something you already know. The thing to look back on is, okay, when I first knew that that was my truth, that that was the right answer for me, what did it feel like in my body? Was it something that you were getting tingles, you were getting chills, you were getting, some people even get like a tickle on their, right pinky for whatever reason. That's their indicator that, hey, when my right pinky gets hot, or when my right pinky starts to tickle on the end, I know that I need to pay attention as to what's going on and what information I'm getting. Whatever your way of getting your information is. Some people will even feel like almost like a warmth come over them. And I look at that a lot of times as, okay, the angels feel like they just stepped closer to me. It's a little bit different than a hot flash. It feels there's the warmth, the feeling of the warmth is a different feeling. And the one thing that I like to encourage people is, if you are starting to work on your intuition, if you are starting to get your own signs, your own signals, every time you get information that it's like, oh, that's a sign, that's a message, that's some of my inner knowing, really applaud yourself and give yourself credit for the work that you've done, and thank your higher self, thank your angels, thank your guides for the help in giving you the information and working with you so you notice the information even more. The more there's a circle, it's a catch-22, but in a positive way. Because when you get information and you say thank you, you get more information. And then you say thank you, and then you get more information, and you get more confirmation. So keep that going. Keep that going. Now, I talked about, there was a show I did, it was August 15th, and it was Spirit is Always Talking to You, and I went through different ways that Spirit is talking to you, and Spirit in the all-encompassing way, as in angels or guides or God, universe, as well as loved ones, because they're all in Spirit as well. So that was August 15th, and again, you can check that out on the replays. You can check it out on Blog Talk Radio, or as well as all the different ways, iTunes, Podbean, and Stitcher, and all of the places where the replays are. But that is a good show to go back and listen to. And there's also in that show, it was the one where I did, it was kind of a meditation. It was more of, I was telling you how to do the meditation instead of actually taking you into a meditation. And it was where you walked into this place where there was stone benches and tables, and you got answers on a piece of paper. So go re-listen to that. I listened to it this afternoon, and it's like, yes, you need to, I felt like it was something I needed to make sure that you knew about it. So August 15th. And I will post the link later on, because I do have it someplace here. But the other thing that the angels wanted to make sure that we understand, or we knew this, is when we are judging, and this can be judging ourselves or judging another, when we are angry or when we are in fear, all of those things block us from getting answers. Yes. So these are things that, okay, I don't like being in fear anyway. I don't like being angry. But these are ways that they either block, stop, or really slow down the flow of energy of answers. And we are the ones that have control. Just like we are the answer we're searching for, we are the ones that have control over this. And we think, sometimes we don't like to think that we have control, or we like to, it's like, do I really have control of my anger? We do. We absolutely do. We are always in control. We always have a choice. So what can we do to keep the pipeline, that pipeline of flow, that pipeline of information, the connection to the divine, what can we do to keep it open? Besides, when we catch ourselves, when we're judging someone or ourselves, and I would say most of us are probably more judging of ourselves than anybody else. The first thing is when you catch yourself, it's like, well, thank you very much for that information. I choose to let that go and turn it around with something positive. Something positive that you're thinking about yourself, saying something positive. You can say it out loud about yourself or about the other person. And if you are angry about something, look at, okay, what is it that's triggering you? Because many times the anger, what initially happened, or what is initially happening right at that moment, typically isn't really what's making you angry. It's something a little bit deeper. And a lot of times anger is just hiding fear. So look at it from the perspective of, what am I afraid of? Yeah, what am I afraid of? It's like, so think about that. And then that does help open up the flow. You can always, you guys are going to love this, because this comes up a lot. It comes up a lot in the blogs. The angels keep reminding us. One of the best things to bring you back to the flow is breathing. Yes, breathing. Taking a deep breath. Connecting with your body. And that's something that you can do. It doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Even I've told people, if they're standing up in front of a group of people, a group, if they're doing a workshop or something, and maybe you don't know the answer, or maybe you do know the answer, but you're searching for the words as to how to say it exactly the best way. Take a breath. Nobody's going to fault you for taking a breath. Or take a sip of water. Nobody's going to fault you for taking a sip of water either. And it gives you a second, a few seconds to collect yourself, to re-ground yourself, and get back in that flow. Nobody's going to be the wiser. Yeah, nobody's going to be the wiser. So breathing is really the biggest thing. And connecting, and this is another thing that you can do, it doesn't matter where you are, is touching your hand to your heart. Nobody knows what you're doing. You could pretend you have an itch on your chest. It's like, and nobody's going to blame you for anything, but that gets you back in your body, gets you back in the flow. And to me, whenever I touch my heart, I can actually feel it. I can feel, and maybe it's the pulse in my hand, but sorry, I keep hitting my microphone. But I can feel the connection, and there's a calming. And right now, wherever you are, put your hand on your heart and just notice. And when you put your hand on your heart, Take a breath. And what do you notice? There's a calm. There's a peace. And maybe there's even information that comes in as that happens. Thanks, Kay. Kay, she's on YouTube. She's saying great tips. Thank you, Miss Kay. And I'll tell you, even right now, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be cold in this room tonight or not. But I'll tell you, I am feeling so calm. And you notice my hand hasn't left, and it's like, it almost feels like it's stuck right on my chest right now. But bringing you back into your body. Keeping the connection. Keeping the flow, because you are the answer you've been searching for, no matter who you are. When you have your hand on your heart like that, can you feel the love? Can you feel the love from yourself? Can you feel the love from the divine? Can you feel the love from the angels? I'm going to have you all just, if your hand isn't already on your heart, put your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath, or a couple. Feel the connection that you have to yourself. Feel the love that you have for yourself. And feel the love from the divine and the angels. And I would bet that many of you can feel the love from any loved ones you have on the other side. And if I asked you who, the first person that pops in your mind. The answers are there. You do have the answers. You just have to make that connection and keep that connection. Keep that flow. When you're in this flow, you don't feel the tensions of the day. The worries that you might have been thinking 20 minutes ago, they're gone. Anything that you were feeling guilty about that happened yesterday or last decade, gone. Worries about tomorrow, not right now. You know, it's always nice to set those worries aside, because you can always pick them up later if you want. But worry doesn't do us any good anyway. Feel the love that's there. Anytime that you are feeling angry or frustrated, so you can do that little exercise that we just did, breathing, putting your hand on your heart, feeling the love. Or you can listen to some music. You can dance around the room. You can scream at the top of your lungs. All of those will shift your vibration. Oh, something, and I wasn't anticipating on doing these, but since they're here, I'm going to. This will shift your vibration. And I don't know how that sounds. For those of you that can see it, you can see I'm holding chimes. For those of you that can only hear it, hopefully it sounds good. One more time though. That will raise your vibration in a flash. I did a blog. This was back in April. I did a blog all about raising your vibration, and I'll make sure and post both of those. The links for the Spirit is Always With You and Raising Your Vibration. I'll make sure and post the past shows on that in case you want to go back and re-listen to it. But I'm going to have you all put your hands back on your heart for just a second and take one or two more deep breaths and feel the connection that you have. And if you can, close your eyes and ask your higher self for just one word that will inspire you or give you some information that you've been searching for. Just one word. And as you're holding your hand on your heart and taking a deep breath in and feeling the love, feeling the flow of energy within you, see what word comes to you and jot it down on a piece of paper, unless you're going to remember it. And I'd love to know how that single word comes into your life the rest of today or tomorrow, or maybe it's the answer that you've been searching for all day. Pretty awesome. And you did it all yourself. All right. I'm going to tell you a couple of things about what's coming up on International Angels Network, and then I'll be taking questions and calls. Places where you can ask questions is you can go to the YouTube chat area of International Angels Network. You can go to blogtalkradio.com/International Angels Network. And then I think you have to scroll down for the chat. Or you can call in, phone number 1-516-453-9162, and then press number 1 to get in the queue. Now remember, I told you too, internationalangelsnetwork.com has a directory. So if you are a spiritual entrepreneur and looking for ways to expand and get yourself out there a little bit more, check out the directory that we have available, as well as the membership on internationalangelsnetwork.com. And then there's /membership, or you can check out the directory. See if either one is what you have been looking for. Also, Diane Morgan and Susie Parrott have paired together, and they are doing a course, a 5-month course called Connect with the Angels. It started in January. I believe they have them all on replay though, so I think you can still sign up and get all of the information. This is where both Diane and Susie and the angels will provide information, exercises, and tools in working with the angelic realms. This is a once-a-month class for 5 months to help others discover and explore how working with the angels can make beautiful changes in your life. And if you want to know more about this and find out the details, it is uniteinthelight.com. Also, I was talking about the courses, the 2 courses that I currently have available. One of them is Memories Shared with Your Loved One. It's a free online course. And the other one is a Channel Writing with Mom. They're both deepening your connections with your loved ones in different ways. My first, my book that I wrote years ago, it's called Signs from Your Loved Ones. And this is kind of what started it all. It's a way to connect with your loved ones. Memories shared takes it a little bit deeper. Channel writing takes it a little bit deeper and in a little bit different direction. Also coming up on International Angels Network on Saturday, we have Angelic Light with Susie Parrott. Do souls choose their parents and families? Also Saturday, Shishi O'Donnell, and she's going to be moving to Monday nights at the beginning of February. So make sure and keep on top of that so you can check it out. Sunday, we have Mystical Connections with Claudia Ibarra. What Spirit Wants You to Know with returning guest Matthew Stapley. And then Tuesday, we have Angel Navigation with Diane Morgan, Loving Your Shadow into the Light. And next Wednesday, I have a guest, Rosemary Hurwitz, and we're going to be discussing her book, Who You Are Meant to Be, the Enneagram. I think that's how you say it, the Enneagram Effect. So make sure and tune in for all of those shows. I know there's a lot of buzzing going on in my ear, so I know there's different people having questions, which is great. Again, if you want to call in or if you want to ask on YouTube, you can ask a question on YouTube. If you want to ask a question on Blog Talk, you can ask a question on Blog Talk, or you can call 1-516-453-9162 and press number 1 to get in the queue. All right, so first we have Dale from North Carolina.
Hi, how are you?
I am great. How are you tonight, Dale?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for taking my call.
You are so very welcome. So what's going on?
Well, I'd like to thank you again for that exercise that we just done, because it really helped me to relax and have a peace.
Good.
Because I have a lot going on, and I need that.
And it's something that you can do anytime, anywhere, and nobody's going to be the wiser, right, Dale?
That's right. That's right. Exactly right. Thank you. But it really helped me, and I'm going to try to do that more often, definitely.
Good.
Yes. I don't know how to answer a question. I mean, what kind of question can I ask?
Well, there are many questions. So usually people just ask for a general, because here's the thing. If say that you have 3 questions, it's like, oh, I want to ask all 3. You're going to get the answer that you need to hear the most. It's almost like the information that you need to know kind of bubbles up.
Okay.
So you want to see what, is there something in particular, or you want me to just see what the card says and we'll go from there?
Let's see what the card says.
Okay.
I'm going to go from there.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to love this, Dale. It says, love yourself more.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And so what this tells me, Miss Dale, is you really do beat up yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I have 2 words for that. Stop it! This, the exercise that we did, and so in all seriousness, and I can feel the love coming in, is as you are falling asleep at night, and this is actually, it's bringing up emotion. So this says to me, Dale, that this is really an important thing for you, is as you are falling asleep at night, put your hand on your heart and just feel that love from yourself flowing. It's like, feel it with every breath you take. Feel it as love coming into your body.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that is how I want you to fall asleep every single night.
Okay, I'll be practicing that then. That's okay.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for calling in, Miss Dale. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
And that was
Thank you so
kind of
much.
a huge thing. It feels really
Yes.
it feels really huge. So thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, have a good night.
You too. Good night.
Next we have Holly from Washington.
Oh,
Hello?
hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I was trying to get it off speakerphone.
No, you sound good.
Yeah, I was just wondering how my little poem book is going to do.
How's your what?
I'm getting a book of poems published.
Oh, very
I
nice.
was wondering how it was going to sell.
Well, I'll tell you from experience as being an author as my own book as well as part of other books, one of the things that I will tell you, and this is just my personal 3D world, is keep talking about it, advertise it, get it out there, share it with friends, share it with people. Keep talking about it.
Okay.
So, and the card I pulled for this, and this goes right along with it, this is great, Holly. It says, stop downplaying your greatness. So what so what that tells me is this book really has some inspiration for people. I feel like I want to say inspiration, but I want to say that there's healing that's coming through the poems as well. And I don't know if that was your intention or if that's the the angels and spirit talking and working through you in the poems. But it feels like, okay, so stop downplaying your greatness, but get it when you get it out there. Keep talking about it. Keep it on your social media. Keep telling friends about it. Keep talking about it. And maybe it's something that once the book comes out, go out to internationalangelsnetwork.com and fill out the guest form. Come on the radio show as a guest, but get out there, keep sharing it with people and let them know the value that they're going to get from it, the help that they're going to get from it, because people aren't going to see that initially, and you have to share that with them. So does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good.
Much.
Good. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in tonight, Holly. When is your book going to be out?
I don't have a date yet. They're just editing it right now.
And what's the title of it?
It's actually urban poetry.
Urban poetry. All right, everyone. Watch for urban poetry when it comes out. Thank you so much, Holly, for calling in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Bye. Next, we have Anna from New Jersey.
Hi, this is Anna.
How you doing tonight, Anna?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am fabulous, thank you. I hear that there's like all kinds of cold weather coming your way.
Yeah, I heard so too, like a snowstorm this weekend or something.
Yes.
Sounds fun.
Oh yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. So what's going on in your world? I know.
I'm wondering if you see me getting a new job anytime or working somewhere else.
So have you done, are you currently working a job?
Yes, but I don't like certain things about it.
Okay, so I had a similar call from somebody last week. First thing I want you to do, because it all, as I said at the very beginning of the show, our outside world is what's going on in our inside world. So we can change if there are things that we don't like about our job. or, it could be fill in the blank, things that you don't like about your car, things that you don't like about your house, things that, whatever it is. In this case, it's your job. Find things that you do like about it and focus on those. Find qualities, and sometimes it's actual things, but sometimes it's qualities. Maybe there's a group of people that you work with that you really like to.
No, I do like it a lot. I mean, I do like my job. I just want another one now.
So
I want to stay there.
Okay, so still find the things in your current job that you like. Because what that means is it's telling the universe, it's like, you know what? I like these things, this or something better, but I like these things. So whether that's here or someplace else, you want to make sure that the universe knows that you like those things. And so the card I pulled for you.
So my question was, do you see me working in another job, though?
What it feels like to me is it doesn't matter whether you're in a different job or in this one. The universe is saying you have to focus on what it is that you want. And focusing on the things. So, because if you're in this job or that job and there's things that you don't like, they're going to follow you. So first you have to get in the mindset. Before the universe is going to do anything, you have to get in the mindset. Because otherwise the universe is going to keep finding you stuff that you don't like. Or it's going to focus on the things.
Well,
as you're focusing on those things.
I just don't know. I'm really confused at the moment. I'm really confused. I don't know.
Well, Miss Anna, what I would recommend is taking a blank sheet of paper and write down
all the things that I love to do. And I already did that 20 times.
Okay, and that's actually not quite what I was going to say. Write down the things that you do like about your job and write
I did that already.
And then what I would say is I would recommend that you still continue to focus on what it is that you want, and I would also...
It will come to me. It will come to me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a great evening.
Thank you so much for calling, Anna. The card I pulled for you is, it is safe to be intuitive. And what that tells me is, before you picked up the phone tonight, you already knew the answer. So I'm not sure what that is, but it actually kind of goes right along with the call tonight, with the topic that I had at hand, and helps us to keep that flow open and hopefully you will find the perfect job for you. We also have Belinda Mayers. Do my headaches have anything to do? Oh, so Belinda's asking, do my headaches have anything to do with my third eye opening? They very well could, Miss Belinda. And I'm going to pull a card on that as well. But what it feels like to me is, one of the things, it's so funny because one of the things that we do if we're frustrated with something, you kind of put your head in your hand and your fingertips automatically go to your third eye. It's like, and it's kind of an eye opener in a way as to what we instinctively do. So, Miss Belinda, it also feels like, it does feel like it has to do with your third eye, but what